Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith the Black with a Strat Time Report, and we got the Fed coming and a little run sheep run. So remember, here's the SPY on the daily. So remember yesterday we had the outside day, the two down, 322. And so when we took that out and we closed near the highs, we were looking to take these highs out, which we did right out the chute. But then we rot away here on the inside 60. Right now, trying to go 2-2 back up, 2-2 reversal on the week. So this is a 2 down by taking out the lows, and then now it's a 2 up. So that's good above 430, 230, right? So, but we got the Fed coming, so we know there's going to be that. And so if we go down back to the daily, you're going to see this series of lower lows, and now you have the higher high. So here's our broadening formation. The question is, you can expand that back into all of this stuff, because here on the month, we're back to scratching. It's still an inside month, all right? So we'll see what the Fed has to say. If we go to QQQ trying to go for a 3-month weaker, right? Here, by taking this out, 338.48. You're not there yet, right? So here, once again, you had the outside bar, the 2 down into the lower low, then the 2-2 reversal yesterday. These 3 become an outside bar of all that. But then we stall out because we got the Fed coming. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds. The Dow Jones Diamonds, 2-2 reversal week. We've known about that. Still inside month, just going back to a doji, right? Inside on the 60s. We wait on the Fed. If we go to small cappers, inside on the 60, right? And that was an inside day to the upside, right? So still has some magnitude to take this thing out here, but inside month taking hold. The real story this morning, China, Baidu. These things are just gone in. Baidu now stalling out here. Got some distance to be an outside week, but stopped all these guys out and now trying to come back up. Still red on the month, but inside day to the upside, and we'll see if these things set up again as the day goes on, because they've had mighty runs this morning. Baba finally out of the ashes, still red on the month, but now potentially an outside week if it holds. New 60s to keep an eye on, right? So they really want to gun these things. We're going to find out. They'd have to set up again on these 60s and 30s and all that kind of stuff. JD, nice gunner, but now backing off, right? So once again, still red on the month after stopping a bunch of guys out. Potentially the outside week, but when you have that kind of a gunner move on the opening, it really needs to set up later. And as attentions are turning towards the Fed. Billy inside on the 60. Nice push off the lows. Outside week there. Futu coming back. And Futu was good because you can see this inside 60. Everything else was gunning, but this one inside 60. But because everything else was gunning, we had every reason to go directional on this. Take that up. Now we don't know. New 60 opens up and back to just doge on the day, so we'll see how that goes. A lot of beaten down tech coming back. The team now backing off here on that 60 team. How's TTD doing? And TTD was an inside day per the video last night. There's your 2-1-2 reversal. A little fast, like a lot of things are real quick, and a lot of people get the FOMO out there when things are running. If they're really going to keep going, they'll set up again, right? But we had every reason to believe out that we're going to stall out because of the Fed, right? Still month and downer, but you took your magnitude. You always want to realize that. So when this inside month goes to the downside, we're looking to take that out. Then we don't know, right? So then you get that lower low after the higher high. So what you're looking at on a weekly TTD, that we still got some week left, but you can see there's your broadening formation, the higher highs and the lower lows. If we go to AFRM, but we know this baby's been taking a beating, but you do have the inside day 2-1-2 after making the lower low, right? So here, remember with the broadening formation, all we want to know is what an outside bar looks like, right? So these are an outside bar of these, and these are an outside bar of all of that, see? And now you got your 2-1-2 reversal stalling out like a lot of things in front of the Fed. If we go to MongoDB, And MongoDB now coming back in. Just had another inside day coming up here. Still looking to see if you can go 2-2 on the week because your month is still red, like on a lot of things. But that'd be get another boost later today or later in the week over 344.02. It's got some distance to make up on that. If we go to the gap or Land's End, oh boy, they got them good in here. It's going to gap down. Is it? Boom. Outside bar, there's your 3-2 on the 60. 3-2, which means the selling was getting rejected hard, bad, still rejected, still rejected, still rejected, and still going. And you can see on this weekly, you're an outside week now of that, and you're coming back through this range. That's good because now you can get the outside month. Land's End coming back to the previous range. Anybody short needed to cover fast, and now they're scrambling. If you want to go to EPAM, this thing gunning, taking an inside 60 directional to the upside. It's green on the month. And see, when things occur matters, right? So you're going to buy it in here? No. No. I can wait for a new month, and I can wait for a reversal on the week. Right here. Hammer. 2 down, 2 up. Right? And that hammer got taken out above 207.84, taking 272.16. Nice week you got there, all right? And you're green on the month, all right? So EPAM coming up strong, just slight lower low, and now this higher high, so you want to keep going and stay above this stuff. But you do have that weekly signal for EPAM. If we go to IRTC, nice inside day you got there, right here. 212 reversal, back up. Taking it back green on the month, trying to go inside month to the upside, looks like to me. Got a little bit more here for an outside week. Stalls out with market, but we'll see. Real strong opening for IRTC. If we go to Moderna. And that's a 2-2 reversal week. 2 down, 2 up, reconfirmed by the inside day. Still in the mother bar though. We'll try and get out of this thing 166.75 and stay above that inside day, and then your potential outside month. And that tells us to look at like BNTX. Also inside day to the upside, setting up potential rev strat monther. And 2 down, 2 up reversal week to the upside, BNTX. If we go to GLBE, and another inside day, back to the upside, going for the outside week. Still inside month to the downside, but once again, it hits magnitude. You always want to know when something hits magnitude because that's what your risk of your reversal, because you got your higher highs and you got your lower low, like so. Yeah. There you go. So we'll see. Inside on the 60 pokes down, potential rev strat 60 back to the upside. If we go to APLS, once again, the higher high and then the lower low. 2-2 reversal on the day. Coming back in off the 60, 2-2 reversal on the 60. We'll see if that sets up again. You got some room on that weekly to take that out, and you've been kind of stuck on this monthly. But one of the things you want to look for is stocks like this that have these nice long bars. So they either love it or they hate it recently, right? And today they loved it. Now it's backing off. We'll see if that sets up again. KSS. And KSS, hammer, counters shooter on the day. Boom. Nice move here. And this is called a Momo hammer here. Anybody try to get short in here and thought this was going to roll down here? They got nailed right here. Boom. Right there. And that's where the shorts get stopped and the buyers stepped up. Also triggering the 2-2 reversal on the week. Lower low, and then boom. The question is going to be strong enough for all this stuff, because now you're going outside of the month. 1-3 rev strat. So we'll see if there's anything more comes of that. Looks like we're losing the cues just a tad here. We'll get to that in a second. If we go to NTLA. NTLA stalls out inside on the 60 like a lot of things, but getting closer to being an outside week. That gets my attention. Hits magnitude on the inside month and down by taking this out. Still red on that month, but trying to come back through this previous range, the 2-2 reversal on the daily. We'll see what more comes of that. If we go to CAR. still good, right? We talked about this monthly. Two down, two up. Not a lot of things can say that. Although on a day like today, you're getting closer to stuff like that. If I got to write this down. So, car, nice move off the month. Once again, over 203.12, trading 251.10. So, it doesn't take a lot of these things to do real well, as you can see. If we go to the downside, discernibly, you've got the war machines coming down. Northrop Grumman now firming up a little bit, but you got the two up, two down week. Two up by taking out the highs, two down, and that also puts that red on the month, right? Now you can see it's dojiing out a bit here now, so we'll see how they go into the afternoon. Lockheed Martin also going two up, two down on the week as it takes this down. General Dynamics also two up, two down, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the same things across the sector because that tells you that they're selling the war machines, right, across the board, right? If we go to LHX, two up, two down on the week, back to red on the month, all looking very similar here, right? Just hit some recent lows, so we'll see if these things set up again. If we go to NLOC, woo, kicker. Or as I like to say, kick them in the nads pattern. Oh yeah, we can stay long because it's closing near the highs, and then boom, it gaps down and just wipes all these guys. People scrambling to get out of this thing. Gives you an outside week to the downside. Could get worse if you can take this month out, right? You can see this. It goes inside in the 60, and here's where those guys are hoping. I think it's going to be a bounce play. Do you? Anybody in here? A little short covering. Anybody who bought? Stops are here and here, and you've guys still got guys scrambling to get out from this stuff. Boom, down it goes inside in the 60 and still puking. If you go to IPI, IPI's been having some problems since here. The 2-2 reversal day. Two up, two down, it's still going. 2-2, still going, right? And that takes out the week. It's a 2-2 weekly reversal now. Still slight green on the month, but we'll see how that goes because they're having some problems. CF, more ag. Outside day, not totally getting killed, but we'll see if that's going to be weak enough to take this. Keeping an eye on these broader averages. I'm not expecting too much here just because of the Fed, but I don't know what this thing is, but BWV. Woo! I don't know if there's any volume in this thing. Like it looks like it's usually pretty dry, but BWV just for fun to take a look at something getting killed. 1 bar rev strat weaker. 2-2 reversal month to the downside. Then just a couple more here. CrowdStrike starting to come in. I'm just looking for anything that's going red on the day, right? Because as the day goes on and we have this big move and a lot of attack and a lot of things, I want to see who starts to lose it, right? And CrowdStrike starts to lose it. We've got EXPE, saw that. EXPE starts to come in. There's your 2 up, 2 down on the 60. Still good on the weekly here, but I'm gauging strength and weakness as the day goes on. Like I said, we're not expecting much until the Fed comes out, so we're going to be watching interest rate sensitive stuff like FAS, right, which is a 2-2 reversal week as far as we know, right? Gold here, and gold still red. 2-2 week to the downside. We'll be keeping an eye on that when the expected rate hike comes out, because we want to know, first of all, the expected rate hike 25 basis points, if it's any different than that, or is it what we're expecting. BNTX goes to the high as I speak, so we'll keep an eye on that. So a lot of run sheep run here in front of the Fed, but we want to see how this reaction is to it, and we also want to remember where we are when that comes out, because that's a event continuity level, right? Going forward for the rest of the week, I want to know where we are in respects to when the Fed announcement comes out. So be aware of that. So far, China, but the stall out is on. So we wait and we will see. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm up to the Smith the Black Strat Time Report.